Alright guys, so today I got another movement video for you guys, but it isn't the type of movement where you gotta press certain buttons in a combination to help you get more speed or anything like that. This is something a lot of people do not actually talk about, and it's because it has more to do with fighting other players and being able to use like your mental awareness and stuff like that to be able to fight them instead of relying solely on pressing buttons in a certain combination. So baiting players is very important because you can kind of trick the player into going to a certain direction, and as they put themselves in a bad spot, that's where you can pop out and be able to kill the person when they're in a bad position. So there's a few different types of baiting that you can use in this game, but the main type that I want to talk about right now is footstep baiting. Now this is very important because when you're using footstep baiting, the person is relying on the audio cues to see where you're at. So if they're coming around here and they don't hear you, once you start running in certain directions, then in their headphones they're going to be knowing exactly where you are, and you can kind of use that to your advantage. So if I know somebody's over there for a fact, saw them in a UAV, or I could hear them, one of the footstep baits I could do is I can run all the way over here, and then I know in my mind that they're gonna be pre-aiming here and they're gonna shoot me right here. So as I run all the way over here, then I pretend to peek and I actually can go down here, pop up, and kill them right here. So the whole purpose or point of footstep baiting is while you're about to approach the area, even if you haven't made a single contact with them, like eye-to-eye contact or anything, you gotta pretend or assume that they know you're gonna peek this corner, and then you go some other route. So again, going over here, and then I can pop up right here and kill him right there. Or I don't know, like let's just say I go over here and then like he hears me coming over here, then I can like shoot this way and then go around here, and it's kind of like making noise to the opposite direction and then peeking this direction because you're kind of messing with the whole audio aspect. So that is footstep baiting. And then you saw me shoot right there too. Sometimes I do that too. I do this little move where I can just go out and shoot in places, and that pretty much makes my last known position known to everybody. And I know in this game too, they were saying that the red dots were taken away from the mini maps, contrary to other games. So even if you shoot though, make a lot of noise, like if I bash this door open, people are automatically going to assume that I'm in this area. So if I make all this noise and then quickly rotate to a different spot or get into a head glitch, then I can kind of be in a position where they don't know where I'm at, and they're going to be running around being forced to go all the way over there, and then I can easily shoot them and take them when they are surprised that I'm in a different spot than they expected. So using audio to your advantage is very important in this game, and that actually I think is one of the #1 ways to actually kill somebody, a really good player at least, in this game, because most of them rely on audio cues rather than just their sight. But the sight is important too, and that's the next bait I want to talk about. You see this so many times happen too, where people like kind of go like this and they jump out. Pretty much what this move does is you run over here and you spot the person, and then you pretend like you're running away and you immediately re-challenge. If it's a really good player, they usually expect this to happen a lot, so you do got to be careful who you use it on and see if your lobby's hard or not. But it's pretty simple. You just peek real quick, peek out, and then you can just like bunny hop in the direction or just aim. Maybe do the thing I was talking about where like you crouch and hop up like this. But another counter to this move is also if you wait a little bit too. So delaying a lot of baits is very good for fighting good players. If I know you're a good player and you're doing that move where you peek out a little bit and go back in, I'm just gonna wait here and then wait till you jump and I'm gonna shoot you in the face. So if you know I'm that type of player, then you can like fake out here, go back in, wait like a few seconds, and then peek again, or maybe drop shot and prone peek like this. So you do gotta use your head too and kind of detect how good your opponent is and see pretty much when you can challenge them or bait them into going into a spot that they shouldn't be in. And if I was playing the safest scenario possible, like let's just say this is an amazing player and I know he is, then I can peek out, go back in, and it's very important that you get this down very perfectly, because if you peek out too much, it only takes like 2 shots for you to die in this game. So if you do super fast, then he's gonna chase you, and then you can just camp in a spot like right here, which it's almost impossible for him to kill you, because he's gonna be using his tac sprint and you're gonna be on the ground pre-aiming the corner. So the move is pretty toxic, but it does get the job done, and that's just a whole bunch of baiting taking place right there. And then you can use a combination of this too. Like let's just say I peek over here, go back in, and then I bust open the door. So let's just say the guy's right there, right, in that situation. Go out here, go back. He's like, okay, the guy's over here. He's behind this wall. Then I can go like this, bust open the door, and then hide right here. So he thinks that I'm running all the way around, and he's either going to start aiming over there, or he's going to come this way to try to either circle around or cut me off or whatever, and then I can just kill him right there. So in your mind, you really got to focus and think, what is my enemy thinking right now? Where is he going? Where is he aiming? And how can I change his mindset to go into a position that I'm not actually in? And then once you start manipulating enemies a lot more, then you can put yourself into better positions, and that's going to get you a lot more kills in this game. So that's the main focus of the whole baiting aspect right there. There's probably more ways to bait too. You can bait with even tacticals and lethals, but it's not as easy to do that. Even with like dead silence. I don't have it right now, but let's just say you have dead silence, right? You can like run a certain way, make a ton of noise, immediately pop that dead silence, and then you're going across the entire map. So you can take the baiting to another level when you are using your tacticals, lethals, field upgrades, and stuff like that. But it is very important to know the very basic concepts of baiting, such as like the audio baiting or like the sight baiting like this. And once you get that down, it's gonna be so much easier for you to do other things as well. One more thing too, like I was saying, where you have to change positions very fast. Using a very fast weapon or a knife is really gonna help you get the job done. So if you're peeking like this, and this is very simple to do, you just like aim kind of to this wall. So as you like show a little bit of your body, then you immediately run away. And then you can change positions super fast, because once you have a super fast weapon, then you can get across the entire map and then circle around the people. So you always want to be baiting with weapons that are super fast or a knife, because that's going to give you the best movement possible to be able to get around other people and to be able to take them out fast. This step it does use a lot of teamwork too, and I really don't do this at all. But I don't know, if you just want to be very strategic with your teammates, or if you're playing Warzone or something, you could also use your teammates as a bait. So if I have a teammate right here and he runs across all the way over there, like he has no intentions of killing anybody, right? He just has a knife and he runs all the way over here. As he's running, the enemy's gonna be like, okay, there's an enemy running over there. Let me just pre-aim this corner, because that's where I know where he's at. And then you could just sneak up on the person and be able to take him out there, because you were using your teammate as a decoy to try to take some hits or to make people follow him, and then you come behind them and kill them right there. So like you can see, there's so many different ways that you can use this baiting concept to be able to mess with the enemy player's mind, and that is really going to help you get a lot more kills and be able to take out really good players, most importantly, because the skill gap is not really too much movement wise, being that there's a lot of movement taken out compared to the last Modern Warfare 2019. So the skill gap is pretty much going to be psychologically. It's going to be in your head instead of just how fast you can press buttons, or if you were using a really good controller or anything like that. It's going to be more your thought process, you being able to think ahead of the enemy and be able to position yourself well in order to kill everybody. Under any video or live stream I should have my link tree available, so you guys could be able to check out all the other socials that I have right here, and then also my coaching services that I offer. And if you join the Discord below, you can be a part of our amazing community, and where we try to help others get better each and every day. And then there's just other people that you can go connect with and play with other great players if you are having trouble finding players on your own. So this is our Sense Community Discord, the main thing that I am most active on, and all my other socials are listed in this link tree.